Welcome back to Attack on Titan anime review, special number 10. Yep, 10th special for this one. This is reviewing the 111th chapter of the Attack on Titan manga, Children of the Forest. This one's a pretty interesting one. Chapter starts off kind of not long after the events of the previous chapter, where, because the fact that Commander Zachary was killed off in the last chapter, figure out who's going to take the blame. Like, blaming some kind of like a faction. They're referred to as the Jaeger faction. And apparently their goal was to reunite Eren and Zeke, the two half-brothers. So basically, like, okay, who's going to take the blame for this? Hodge's like, okay, I'll take the blame for it because, well, she's in charge of the military. Why not? Mitsuka shows up in this chapter. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's like, same, and of course they all bickering back and forth. And then Commander Praxis shows up, so stop that. We're in front of guests. Instead of quarreling among peers, don't you have things to do first? Hanch? How many people knew where Zeke were being held? And she mentioned, like, Levi knew and, like, two others. Yeah, it's particularly very interesting. I love the fact Praxis basically takes charge here. And I think, this is Armin basically pointing out to him is that with the loss of the commander-in-chief, we need somebody in charge, and that person is him. Makes perfect sense. Why? Because he's the senior-most commander there, so why not? So yeah. He talks for a little while, talking about Zachary. It's pretty interesting. Look for... Oh, in case you're wondering, does Eren show up in this chapter? No, he's actually absent. He's nowhere to be seen. You think we would try to find him. Okay. And of course, we have this brief conversation between Mitsuka and the woman who showed up like about, a while back. I'd say about 5 or 6 chapters back. Yeah, where this woman's actually who's actually from the Asian clan. The same clan that Mitsuka's mother is from. And she wants to come in, and she's like, no, I want to stay because this island is my home. Yeah, so... And of course, all the other people are suspecting part of the Jaeger faction. And Mitsuka points out, though, Armin and I were almost caught up in the explosion. Do you know any more, Connie? What? Is it enough? Probably said we should find them. Okay. So they go on horseback to look for them. And then we cut to a different place. I'm not sure where. Probably some dining hall with the kids from Marley. Yeah, and this turns pretty interesting. Of course, they're trying some food. And of course, Hodge shows up looking for the kids. And of course, there's one guy, I think this is Marlowe. Of course, they check out this nice, fancy-looking dining room. Yeah, that's something you see at a bar. Yeah, from looking at this, it looks like see some in one of those. It kind of reminds me of the interior of Olive Garden in a way. Yeah, this room reminds me very much of Olive Garden. I know because I've actually ate there. So yeah, the wine in the background, these nice-looking circular tables and chairs. Yeah, it reminds me very much of Olive Garden. Yeah, of course, I think this is Marlowe. I think this is talk about wine. As what's in this wine is actually quite unusual. It's the most shocking thing of this whole chapter. Everyone's like, my stomach hurts. And of course, this little girl who is actually from the Marley reveals to him, is like, we're honorary Marley candidates. Yeah, they mentioned from Marley, and they mentioned they killed Sasha. And he is like, you're the ones that killed Sasha. And of course, the boy who's actually with the little girl, he gets bashed in the head with this wine bottle, like a big splash. Yeah, and he looks kind of weird. Looks like his name is Falco. He gets knocked out. And of course, Nucleo is his name. Throws her through the door. And of course, holding Marco in his hand. And of course, tells everybody that she's the one who killed Sasha. And they don't hate her for it at all, from what I can tell. because she was a soldier. She got killed in combat. She perfectly accepts that. He doesn't want to kill the person responsible for killing Sasha. And of course, he's about to do something. And then Hodge shows up and says, "Hand me the knife." And of course, he points out Sasha was a hunter. He knew how she lived, so he kind of accepts it. And of course, she's like, "Show me your wounds." Look, I'm just like, "Are you okay? Do you really hate me?" And of course, Sasha blocks a little girl who actually is Sasha's little sister. Yep, Sasha's little sister. You murderer. And she'll figure out, okay, this may of course be cold by now. Oh my gosh. Miss Hange, please wash out that kid's mouth with water. Some wine got into it. Like what? What was in the wine? Probably Zeke's spinal fluid. Oh my gosh, Zeke's spinal fluid. Talk about gross. I'm like, really? That was in that wine bottle? Zeke's spinal fluid? Seriously? Why the heck would he keep that for? It's one of the most weirdest things. But probably the most unnecessary thing to do with a little kid. Okay, because apparently this little girl, a few chapters back, killed Sasha in combat. Okay, combat's not over. And he gets angry. Oh yeah, he revealed to also be Sasha's boyfriend. Somehow, I don't know how. And his response is to take the wine bottle he was holding previously and smash it over this girl's head. Looking out for, I think this is her friend, took the blow for him. Put the whole blow for her. It's quite shocking. And lucky enough that Mitsuka knows that you should not have little kids kill little kids. That's dumb. But this was definitely a very shocking chapter, and it's nice to see Mitsuka, Armin, and Connie actually do something. Well, at least have some good amount of dialogue. Mitsuka continues to do something, and of course, seeing Commander Proxus is always a pleasure to see this guy. I heard this guy is actually based upon a very controversial Japanese commander from I think it was the Bushu Wars from the 1890s. Japan was involved with. This is what I've heard this guy's based upon. Like, and the writer got chastised for it. It's like, really, you based upon him, a guy who was a very controversial person, and you based him on that guy? Okay, fine. Otherwise, though, this is actually a pretty good chapter. I kind of wish they would at least show exactly where Eren is, because last chapter he's just on the shoreline of the island, and that's the last you see of him from that previous chapter. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to next month's chapter. Yeah, and I like what it says at the end. An orchestrated trap. They drink without knowing. It's like dun dun dun, and of course it doesn't say like to be continued next month. It's particularly a little odd to say the least. But yeah, this was a damn good chapter. Yeah, but at least Proxus is written to be not an idiot, and a lot of the characters who are not the main characters are written to be complete buffoons. No, seriously, that's basically what they are. They're written to be buffoons. Also, I should point out though, there was a leak that happened a little while ago when they had this time skip. I heard about this, and apparently, according to this leak, what possibly happened during time skip is that Eren and Mitsuka may have had a child together. It's never explicitly been revealed if this was true or not. As far as I know, this is basically proved to be a false rumor. It's not proven to be true, just a possible theory of what may have happened during the 4-year time skip. Overall, for the second half, for these last few chapters, well, I would say from chapters, let's say about 106, I think it's about 105 to about 106. I think for at least for a few chapters of this arc, we actually get a chance to see kind of what's been happening and flowing throughout the 2-year time skip. These last couple of chapters have not done that. Nope. Yeah, it's also odd not to feature Eren for a cameo, which is kind of odd, to say the least. Yeah, but yeah. That's it for this particular review. I thought that maybe the new chapter One Punch Man would come out today, but nope, it didn't. It will at least this week, anyways. I'll check it next week. But yeah, this is the last video I plan to do today. Tomorrow, I'm planning to do reviews for One Punch Man and One Punch Man, Dragon Ball Super, One Piece, and Boruto. Those three are coming tomorrow. Okay, but until I see my next review, bye.